Fairy tale theater's Little Red Riding Hood delves into the psyche of its title character. What is it like to be the girl who wears the red cloak?
It was in Little Red Riding Hood.
Yes, I'm Little Red Riding Hood.
Turns out it's kind of boring. I'm Liz, and this is Flashback Fairy Tale Theater, where I'm reviewing the episodes of the iconic Shelley Duvall series.
Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall.
Little Red Riding Hood aired on November 10th, 1983. It starred Mary Steenburgen as Mary, aka Little Red Riding Hood, Malcolm McDowell as Reginald von Lupin, the wolf, Frances Bay as Granny, John Vernon as Mary's father, Diane Ladd as Mary's mother, and Daryl Larson as Chris. The episode was written by Rod Ash and Mark Curtis and directed by Graham Clifford.
It's a sort of a fairy tale, at least I guess it's a fairy tale, although there are no fairies in it.
This episode is one of the more expository of the shows, packing the first 30 minutes with backstory and saving most of the guts of the fairy tale for the last 20 minutes. We meet Mary, the teen daughter of very overprotective parents. She yearns to grow up, though she isn't sure what being a grown-up entails.
Everybody still treats me like a small child, especially father.
Parents are like that.
She gets an inkling of knowledge when she meets her father's new apprentice, a cutie pie named Christopher.
But your father treats me like a complete idiot.
You too? Well, he thinks I'm totally incompetent.
I don't think you're totally incompetent.
Well, I don't think you're a complete idiot.
But her father puts the kibosh on that romance pretty quickly. We also get some backstory for our villain, Reginald von Lupin, who was rejected from his pack for hoarding his food and eating too many toddlers.
What I wouldn't give for a couple of little piggy wiggies to come trotting by.
Turns out being a lone wolf means being a hungry wolf, and he isn't very good at taking down old ladies unless they are sick in bed and out of bullets.
Granny, I think there must have been some mistake. Can't we discuss this in a civilized way?
No. Whoops.
Unlucky.
He charms Little Red into bed and into his belly, but apprentice Christopher discovers the stuffed wolf and cuts the ladies out of his belly, literally. The wolf survives this scissoring and survives Little Red's cruel and unusual punishment of filling his guts with rocks. This truly is a coming-of-age story. Girl meets boy, girl loves boy, girl sadistically turns wolf into paperweight.
Oh, God. She must have had gallstones.
As my introduction indicates, I found this episode pretty fucking boring. The backstory that they added makes a lot of sense for Little Red Riding Hood, but the script is as dull as the rocks they pack the wolf's belly with later. The design of the show is great. Everyone looks lovely, and the sets are very lived in. Some sources say the production design was inspired by Jenny Harbour's illustrations, but to me it's giving an older Americana vibe. The wolf's makeup is very good, and you'll want to keep that in mind when we get to the episode of the Three Little Pigs. McDowell and Granny give the most fun performances, with McDowell balancing humor with some genuinely creepy and scary moments.
Hello.
You're not.
No, I'm not.
And Granny adding some sauce to the old woman. Sometimes literally, I think we need to stage an intervention.
Do me a favor, Mary. Will you hide those walnuts before I throw up?
Mary Steenburgen is sweet and earnest as Red, although I think she has an older soul than the part wants. My fun fact for this episode is simple, and it is that Mary Steenburgen and Malcolm McDowell were married when they filmed this episode. You can stream the series on YouTube or on the Internet Archive and see for yourself. I'll see you next time for Hansel and Gretel.